The story begins with Barry Allen, the fastest man alive, known to the world as the Flash. Barry is a hero, a protector of Central City, and a man haunted by a tragedy that has defined his entire life. When he was just a boy, his mother, Nora Allen, was brutally murdered in their home. His father, Henry Allen, was wrongly convicted of the crime and sent to prison. Barry has spent his entire life trying to prove his father's innocence and come to terms with the loss of his mother. He carries the guilt of not being there, of not being fast enough to save her. Barry is a good man, a dedicated hero, but he is also a deeply wounded one. He is kind, compassionate, and always willing to help those in need. But beneath the surface, there is a constant ache, a longing for the family he lost, a desire to right the wrong that has haunted him for so long. Barry is also a member of the Justice League, the greatest team of heroes ever assembled. Alongside Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Aquaman, and Cyborg. He protects the world from threats too great for any one hero to face alone. But despite his place among these legends, Barry has never quite shaken the feeling that he could have done more. That he could have saved his mother if he had just been a little faster. One day, Barry faces his greatest challenge yet. The Rogues, a team of villains who have plagued the Flash for years, have been hired by a mysterious figure to kill him. They ambush him in the Flash Museum, their attacks coordinated and deadly. Mirror Master, Heat Wave, Captain Cold, Captain Boomerang, and the Top work together to trap the Flash, hoping to bring him down once and for all. But the true mastermind behind the attack is revealed to be Professor Zoom, the Reverse Flash, a time-traveling villain from the 25th century named Eobard Thawne. Thawne is Barry's greatest enemy, a twisted reflection of the Flash who has dedicated his existence to making Barry's life a living hell. He has placed bombs on the Rogues' belts, forcing them to cooperate and ensuring that even if Barry survives, innocent lives will be lost. Barry, with the help of his fellow Justice League members, Batman, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, and Cyborg, manages to stop Thawne's plan. But Thawne, in his final moments, whispers a haunting truth to Barry. No matter how fast you run, you can't save everyone. Not the ones that matter to you. The words cut deep, striking at the very heart of Barry's greatest regret. After the battle, Barry is shaken. He cannot stop thinking about his mother, about the life she could have had, the life he could have shared with her. He remembers the prayer his grandmother taught his mother: accept the things you cannot change. Have the courage to change the things you can, and have the wisdom to know the difference. But Barry cannot accept this loss. He cannot accept that he was powerless to save his mother. Barry is struck by a sudden realization. He has the power to travel through time. He can go back and stop his mother's murder. He can save her. It is a reckless, dangerous idea, one that could have catastrophic consequences. But Barry is desperate. He has been carrying this guilt for his entire life, and now he has the power to make it right. He cannot resist the temptation. Barry runs. He pushes himself to the limit, breaking through the time barrier, creating a time beam that shatters the fabric of reality. He races back to the night of his mother's murder, arriving just in time to see the Reverse Flash about to kill her. Barry steps in, saving his mother's life. He is triumphant. He has done it. He has changed the past and saved the woman he loves most. But Barry's victory comes at a terrible cost. By changing the past, he has created a new timeline, a world where his mother is alive, but everything else is horribly wrong. This world is a nightmare. A war-torn wasteland where the Justice League never formed, and the world is on the brink of total destruction. Barry wakes up in this new reality, disoriented and confused. His mother is alive, but the world around him is unrecognizable. Central City is a dangerous place, run by Citizen Cold, a hero who uses the Flash's former enemies as his allies. The police force is corrupt, and Barry has no powers. He is just a regular person. Barry tries to make sense of this new world. He discovers that the Flash does not exist. He is not a hero. The Justice League is gone. Superman is a prisoner of the government, a lab rat experimented on for decades. Batman is dead, killed in the alley with his parents. Instead, his father, Thomas Wayne, became Batman, a brutal, violent vigilante who has no qualms about killing. The world is on the brink of total war. Aquaman and Wonder Woman are locked in a deadly conflict that has already claimed millions of lives. Aquaman's armies of Atlantis have sunk Western Europe, while Wonder Woman's Amazons have invaded Great Britain, renaming it New Themyscira. The two forces are preparing for a final, apocalyptic battle that will destroy what remains of the world. Barry is horrified. He caused this. His selfish act of saving his mother has doomed the world. He must find a way to fix it. But he has no powers, no allies, and no idea where to start. Barry's journey to set things right begins with a desperate search for allies in this broken world. He finds Thomas Wayne, the Batman of this timeline, a bitter, violent man who has lost everything. Thomas is a stark contrast to the Batman Barry knows. He is ruthless, willing to kill, and deeply cynical. But he is also intelligent and determined. He agrees to help Barry, not out of altruism, but because he wants to save his world from the war that is consuming it. Barry tells Thomas about his world, about the life his son Bruce lived as Batman. Thomas is skeptical, but he agrees to help Barry recreate the accident that gave him his powers. He believes that if Barry can tap into the Speed Force again, he might be able to travel back in time and undo the damage he has caused. Meanwhile, the war between Atlantis and the Amazons rages on. Aquaman is determined to destroy the Amazons, blaming Wonder Woman for the death of his wife, Queen Mera. Wonder Woman, in turn, believes that Aquaman killed Mera and is determined to stop him at any cost. Neither side is willing to back down, and the world is caught in the middle. Barry and Thomas assemble a team of unlikely heroes to help them find the Reverse Flash, who is hiding in this timeline, siphoning the Speed Force and preventing Barry from regaining his powers. The team includes Cyborg, a powerful cybernetic hero who has been working with the government, and Superman, a broken and traumatized alien who has been held captive and experimented on for decades. Superman is initially unstable, but he slowly begins to regain his strength and his sense of self. Barry's team also includes other heroes from this timeline: Grifter, Godiva, Mrs. Hyde, Canterbury Cricket, and the Demon Etrigan. They are a ragtag group of survivors, but they are determined to stop the war and save the world. As Barry searches for the Reverse Flash, he is forced to confront the consequences of his actions. He sees the devastation caused by the war between Atlantis and the Amazons. He sees the suffering of innocent people caught in the crossfire. He realizes that his selfish desire to save his mother has led to the deaths of millions. Barry finally finds Thorn, the Reverse Flash. Thorn is gloating, reveling in the chaos he has caused. He reveals that he orchestrated everything, that he wanted Barry to save his mother, knowing that it would destroy the world. He tells Barry that he is the villain, that his selfish act has caused unimaginable suffering. Barry is filled with rage. He attacks Thorn, but Thorn is still connected to the Speed Force, and Barry is powerless to stop him. But Thorn makes a fatal mistake. He lets his guard down, and Barry is able to tap into the Speed Force, thanks to the device Thomas helped him build. Barry and Thorne engage in a final, epic battle. The war between Atlantis and the Amazons rages around them, but Barry is focused on one thing: stopping Thorne. He knows that he must undo the damage he has caused, even if it means sacrificing everything he has gained. Barry defeats Thorne, siphoning the Speed Force from him and regaining his full powers. He realizes that to save the world, he must go back in time and stop himself from saving his mother. He must let her die. It is the most painful decision he has ever made. Barry travels back to the night of his mother's murder. He watches himself save her, and he steps in, stopping his past self. He lets his mother die, knowing that it is the only way to save the world. It is a heartbreaking, gut-wrenching moment. Barry says goodbye to his mother, apologizing for everything. Barry returns to the present, to a world that is restored. The war is over. The Justice League is back. Superman is free. Batman is alive and well. Barry is reunited with his friends. He is home. Barry visits his mother's grave. He places a letter from his father, a letter that he received from Thomas Wayne. It is a letter of apology, of love, and of forgiveness. Barry understands now that he cannot change the past. He can only accept it and move forward. The story ends with Barry finally finding peace. He accepts the things he cannot change. He has the courage to change the things he can, and he has the wisdom to know the difference. He is the Flash, and he is ready to face whatever comes next.